Gotta get up and get it, I got some funds to approach. Big dog off the chain, can't stay on the poach. I'ma get what I deserve, I've been working the most. It's around the corner, I feel like I'm close. I don't need no navigation, just a Pandora station. I use my spirit as my compass, deviating location. I'm checking geographics, I buried many hatches. If you ever sleeping on me, hope you're down your mattress. Had some nights and no rest, but nevertheless I'm still blessed. I use the powers of my prayers to overcome being stressed. I was working with less, like my name Mr. Rogers, taking trophies from opponents like the Stros did the Dodgers.
Do you think that Bill Race played a huge part into him getting convicted?
Not necessarily. Only with the comparison that you gave, because at that time with the Emmett Till thing, white women could do that as like fun.
Bruh.
Like, she could have just been like,
Try to like, yeah.
Ah, he touched me. Saw what happened, laughed about it, cause they at the time when they were stringing niggas up and tarring and feathering it, like people were laughing. They thought it was funny.
They did.
They
would like have like
they had kids around it.
Yeah.
Like this was a joyous
occasion on some shit.
And then would be cutting body parts off.
Burning
to
them.
send to officials.
Bro, how long ago was this?
Keep on their desk as paperweights.
Was this 60, 70 years ago?
What? No,
we talking. Oh, you talking like? But I'm saying like when we finally civil rights was like 60, 70 years ago on some shit.
10, 20,
yeah, we're
30.
gonna this out because we look like real bad black people not knowing.
It was like 40.
Yeah, we on the cool, we do.
Right.
Yeah, anyway,
it was like 50 years ago.
50 years ago. So we came out of an era like that 50 years ago. You know what I'm saying? That's, of course, one of our parents' lifetime ago. You know what I'm saying? So, like, to think that those practices have just gone away, 50 years historically, man, that's a short period of time.
Extremely.
Because people was living, like, 200 plus years and, you know what I'm saying, wild long.
That's why people keep bringing up 500 years. Like, it sounds long.
Wait.
But
historical 500 years short.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's short.
Didn't Kanye make that statement though? 500 years or like what did he say?
400.
400 years.
Yeah.
400 years of slavery.
But people been in slavery before that.
Well, that's not what I was saying about that.
Well, I'm just saying, cause didn't 400 years make this year?
I don't know. I be lying. I know that I figured the numbers was off, give or take. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think they was just rounding some shit off. Anybody saying
Civil Rights Act was 1957.
You know what I'm saying?
So
yeah.
I mean, you do 2018, 19. What I said? 1957.
My mom was born in 58.
That's
61
years. Like,
my mama was alive when segregation happened.
Like, that's crazy.
She was in school when that shit happened.
That's crazy.
What was it, French and Jonathan Pollock?
Man, you know what I'm saying? My pops they was in school when that shit happened.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So like those practices from those people, they're still vivid in people's mind. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's why it's important for us to like try to find like happy places. You know what I'm saying? And not really like
safe spaces.
Safe spaces. You know, all that shit. Like find where we in a comfortable spot that like really where it ain't really like doing no harm to other people. Cause all that negativity that keeps building up, you know what I'm saying? You spreading it to that person spreading it to somebody else, man, like that's killing the earth and causing like I think it's adding to all those people who keep trying to bring like all this hate like into generation after generation, you know what I'm saying?
I think we just need to make sure kids don't end up being racist.
For sure. Cause like the other day, I was with Bailey and Channing, you know what I'm saying? We was at her softball practice, and I was legit telling her, you know what I'm saying, giving her some advice on some stuff, and she was listening to me, you know what I'm saying? She was focused, just like I'm showing your little cousins, and I know Ava for sure. You know, she listened to you when you tell her something, so that really clicked in my mind that like, man, like if you influential as an adult, you know what I'm saying, like you can really teach a kid. like, you know what I'm saying, how to behave, you know what I'm saying? So that kind of made me check, you know, gave me another reality check on how I need to move out here, you know what I'm saying? Because they, you know, she looking at me, you know?
So do you, with you making a statement like that, I think we spoke of this before, but a lot of problems that we have in today's society, do you think, or our generation, do you think our parents are to blame? That era.
Not mine.
Would you say
not mine in particular,
would
but
you
like
say,
that area.
Yeah. Would you say
yes? But I don't blame them.
I don't blame
you
them.
blame their parents?
No,
Who do you blame?
I don't blame anybody.
Okay.
You can't know
But you don't know.
how to fix shit. Like all you can do is try and be better than who came before you. That doesn't mean it's gonna be right.
That's a real good point. Real good point.
And I only realized that growing up as an adult. Because as a kid, you know, it's just mama and daddy don't care. They don't know what I'm going through. How could you do this to me? I wanted to do this. That's because we selfish as kids.
We innocent.
People
so
you taking care of and shit. And it's all relying on your choice. You gotta make the decision.
Yeah.
Whatever comes with it. You gotta do what's best right then.
For sure.
I mean, that's an excellent point. I guess more so I don't know, like you would think, I feel like we should be well off than what we actually are, you know, and I feel like if we would have kept...
time where we couldn't be doing this right here.
Yeah,
you are right. No, you are 100% correct, but I'm just saying, I feel like we lost steam after Martin Luther King and after Malcolm X died.
For sure.
I feel like people got scared. After that happened, which I understand. I understand getting scared and things like that.
Black entrepreneurs we've ever had. We're
getting bombed.
More black
you know
schools than we've ever had. We've got. I mean, like.
I think
it seems that way because these aren't things that people readily focus on and things. Like even when all of the height of the Black Lives Matter stuff was going on, and people were steady running around saying, "Y'all worried about white cops killing black people." When black people kill black people and they don't address it.
But nobody wanted to say nothing about that.
They do.
Some people, a lot of people don't.
Why would I get on TV to talk to white people about what I need to talk to black people about?
That's a good point.
I'm not going to reach the people I got to reach. So they in the communities talking to people about that. We got Stop the Violence signs all around
Boma. They doing great.
They got the stuff.
Doing great with that.
But of course they're going to bring it up like, y'all don't address it on here. No, I'm not coming on CNN. CNN to talk to the hood. That's not watching CNN.
That's not watching it, yeah.
All of that stuff, like the stuff is there, but we don't see these stats up all the time. Like, we finna make a move to Houston. Yesterday, I was like, you know what? I'm always looking for jobs and stuff. I've never stopped and said, let me look for black-owned businesses that do what I want to do. I found 2 websites that were like black pages.
That's why
for in Houston. And I was like, I didn't know this existed.
We're gonna drop the links.
We gonna put that shit in right there.
We can. I didn't know it existed. But when I found it, I was like, dang, I've been slipping. Because it's been around.
Yeah, because of course we would need new talent.
Yeah.
You know, hip talent, people who know what's coming out to start the actual businesses, you know. Might not be that, you know, 6-figure pay that everybody immediately trying to jump into with their pieces of paper, you know what I'm saying? But, you know.
That's why I say I don't blame them. Because
yeah,
they could have done some more. We could have been in a different position. But that could have had a whole different set of things that came with it.
So you think it's just us as a whole, as us as a culture as a whole, of us not necessarily being blind to stuff that is there and us just not acknowledging it.
Yeah.
And it's just not necessarily a generation.
Yeah. Because we focus
I can
on
respect that.
white shit all the time because we'll be like, why they doing this to the white? That's how we get stuck in racial battles. Because now we're like, why aren't we doing what these white people are doing? When we have kind of gotten to a point where if we did want to go off and make some black stuff happen all on our own, we could.
Mm-hmm.
We really in a spot where we could. Yes, of course there's going to be blowback. Of course people going to try and stop that. But who doesn't go through? White businesses that start up going to go through blowback. Somebody don't want you infringing on the money that they've been making.
that's the truth because he sneezed.
Oh, for real? That's what
That yeah, I was always told when you're talking and somebody sneezes, what you just said is 100% facts. Tapping out.
Yeah, had to go get all that. Man, I don't know if it's allergies or what, bro. Anyway, like,
Snickle Fritz.
The what?
I don't even know
What was that? Pineapple Express?
I haven't seen that, but I don't know.
I don't remember. I
Seth
seen it.
Rogen went to James Franco's house. He was buying stuff from him.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, it's not funny.
And dude knocked on the door and he was like, "Oh man, that's what you call it. I'm gonna give him a Snickle Fritz."
What the fuck? Damn, I didn't
Basically
want
what
to
he
watch
called
that.
Reggie.
I didn't want to watch that whole now.
Okay. I really don't remember. I really don't remember that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it now. So like the point in time that I think that we're at, you know what I'm saying, as black people, I think that we're at like a rebuilding phase, you know what I'm saying? Because like everything's like a wave, you know what I'm saying? So at one point in time, we were at the peak, you know, with Egypt and all the technology that, you know, and the knowledge that Egypt had. At one point in time, people came, stole it, you know, deleted that history, you know what I'm saying? So now, you know, we started, more people, you know, just historians have pieced more and more together, and it's just coming to find out that, you know, we were those people that were at the peak of society at one time. So, of course, the people who really found it out, they were like, we can't let y'all know that, because we need y'all, because we know you're superior, so we need you to be sub-superior to us, you know what I'm saying? So, like, now we finding out, oh, no, we wasn't sub-superior, bro. We was them people. We are them people. You know what I'm saying? So now, like you saying, we have more black businesses that are coming about and whatnot, and kind of like back to your point. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't know, or they didn't do because they just didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what you said, they're completely guilty of what they did. You know what I'm saying? But they just ain't know no better. You know what I'm saying? Like now we know that like going to school and getting a job, you know what I'm saying, like that ain't really what's gonna bring you happiness or like really get you the yield that you really want to get out of life. You know, if you really want something more than that, like if you do, like for sure, go get that. You know what I'm saying? But like for those that want more than that, which I don't know, maybe it's our culture, like the youth now, we kind of want more than just that shit, like more than just like, you know, picket fence a dog and all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? So maybe that motivation, you know what I'm saying, is getting people to really want more. But I think it's we're in that kind of uphill part, because like more people are reading more, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing a lot more people try to, you know, encourage other people to read. We're seeing more about mental health, something that I'm really realizing that it's a hot topic right now, but it's a real hot topic. Like I ain't really realized nobody really didn't even, you know, talk about their state of minds. You know what I'm saying? Like we just going about life, you know. So yeah, we in a renaissance right now, man.
I agree. You touched on something we kind of spoke on it a little bit. Do you think that the school system is just pure bullshit?
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Just making sure I wasn't the only one. And when I wouldn't say 100% bullshit, but nah, it's bullshit.
If you've been in public school, you know.
Like, I just feel like they can, you know, we touched on how coaches are getting paid, you know, in college, millions of dollars.
Yeah.
You know, when that money could be used for something else. My personal opinion. I mean, if education is as important as they say it is, why are the teachers not being the ones that are making the millions? All they do is sleep.
That's funny. But you said they should do what? Implement more arts, creativity. Yeah, for
into
sure.
School.
For sure.
Am I tripping about that?
Nah, hell no. They most definitely should. Because I think the reason why we're behind on opportunities in life is because we're not presented with that shit. Like, of course, in the household, for one, if somebody else wasn't taught that, like, you know, learning about your credit score and managing money, or
That's real.
you know what I'm saying, like in taxes and understanding the laws that affect your legislature for schools and all that, like, you know, instead of teaching us who the president, I mean, of course we can know who the president was, what the Constitution was and all that shit, like, understand that, but we need to understand, like, how all that shit actually works. You know what I'm saying? They just touched on like on the surface. Like, we're gonna give you this what you need to know. We ain't gonna tell you why you need to know it. Just know you need to know this shit.
So are you basically? All right. So this is what I think that you're saying. Are you saying that they need to
fuck BISD coming straight from the underground?
None of that. Oh my
I ain't saying
goodness.
that.
fuck BISD?
I ain't saying that. My mama's still in it. I know I'm still in it.
Fuck PAISD too, man.
Oh.
Hey man, they did. Oh man, it's a cool thing. Excuse me, y'all. I'm catching them all.
No. So what basically what I think you're trying to say, correct me if I'm wrong, is instead of them going back every single year when you're in school, from first to 12th grade, even in college, they need to stop reteaching the same damn thing every single year.
Same. I paid for some course, the same stuff.
Correct. But in a sense, continue going through history because I mean, I guess in a sense it is history on how everything is worked. They should.
Why is
each grade should focus on one particular part more.
Yeah.
You know, so as you continue to grow. That way, when you are talking about how Congress and everything came to be, you actually really teach them what the purpose of all this is and stay on that focus a little bit more. And economics shouldn't just be, because I don't know how it was for everybody, but I know for us three, it was a semester course in high school. It should be longer than a semester.
I mean, yeah, it really should. I mean, it was a light overview. You know what I'm saying? Man, if we could be taught the importance of certain things and how actually, we need to be taught like how money works.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I asked my mama how, I didn't know how schools operate, and they operate off of attendance. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was a while ago when I found that out.
That's why you get in trouble for truancy.
Exactly. So it's like, we don't care if you're learning, we just need your body to be there. You know what I'm saying? Which is the same as prison. You know what I'm saying? We don't care if you're being rehabilitated.
All institutions.
Yeah, all institutions. We don't care about your rehabilitation. We just need you here so we can get this money going in, you know? We don't know that, but if we know how the money worked in the money trail,
but that's the point. If everybody is here making money, who's gonna work?
Who's gonna work? Yeah, for sure. For sure.
To make the people who's supposed to be making money.
Exactly. Can't let them know all the secrets.
Yeah.
You know.
So what do you think should be the next step that we need to? What do you think we need to do to help push our culture forward?
Man, we need to learn, us as the upcoming adults, and where I think we need to really take responsibility that, alright, maybe we don't get to be or don't need to focus on being the flashiest, the flyest, and all this other shit. Maybe we need to work on pulling our resources together to build certain things for our communities and rebuild the communities, because they're not gonna take care of it as far as tax dollars and shit. That's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're seeing that shit. Like, we see the clear divide of where tax dollars go in certain neighborhoods and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta switch, because all the money we spend on the design. I mean, and me too. Like, I spend money on shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if I seen there was a conscious effort, or like maybe one day.
Quest podcast T-shirts.
Come
to you.
You know what I'm saying? And you can too. But anyway.
Who not working?
But yeah. So it's like, if maybe we just need to be disciplined a little bit more as a whole with our dollars, and myself for sure included. You know what I'm saying? We need if we were more disciplined with our dollars and understand, like, saw the actual numbers of, like, if 50,000 people put $10 together for, like, building a school, like, some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just think about that. 50,000 people putting $10 together to, like, start a school or something like that. Like, I know we could come across 50,000 people, you know what I'm saying, that could do that. But then, of course, you'd have to have the right person to manage the dough, because people shady out here. But anyway, you know, it's up for us to, I think, to redirect what's important to the culture.
I mean, when you really think about it, we send our kids off to school to be with somebody for, what, 8 hours a day, damn near? Well, no, probably not 8, like 6, 7 hours a day to be with one individual. Well, more than one individual,
Which is
depending
another
on what
tactic
grade.
to separate the home, you know what I'm saying?
So, I mean, do you think that we can be honest with each other and say, okay, yeah, we are fucking up, we need to...
We can.
I'm gonna be.
We won't.
I'm gonna tell you.
Why we won't? Oh, why we won't, and you say you will improvise that in your house?
I'm gonna tell you what. The learning shit, yeah. Nah, but I'm saying like other people, like I'm gonna tell you, like if you ain't, you know what I'm saying. If I see you just doing some stuff where it ain't really like beneficial for the kid, like especially if I'm around a kid, or if I see like an adult like doing some like, you know, just some like wild shit, I'm just like, hey, you know, respect yourself and your kid. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just be mindful that they watching you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Why you think they won't?
I said we won't. I said we can because we literally can do anything. I said we won't because we all work off of majority rule. So unless you just consider yourself to be a leader and you change something and do it, everybody else around you who consider themselves followers of what you do are not going to do it.
For sure.
So if everyone who considers himself a leader doesn't step up and do it, and everybody else who is following after them is not going to do that. Because most people who follow people and don't even realize they follow people don't step out and do stuff that's out of the norm. Because they're thinking about what actions are going to come from it. But people who step out and do stuff like that don't worry about the actions because they know there's a purpose.
You know what I'm saying?
Something might happen, but they gotta get the word out for what they need to get out.
Yeah,
So, go ahead.
Like something, like sometimes, well, all the time, for a change to be happening, like the norm has to break.
Yeah.
That's just fact. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, shit would just, that shit gotta get, you know, rippled a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Make some shake sometimes. It gotta happen. Mm-hmm.
So you think just people just too stuck in their ways?
Yeah.
That's stops everything.
Yeah, people just too stuck in their ways and they're not gonna try to change.
But I mean and we're saying stuck in the ways because the real word that it is comfortable. You get comfortable. Like,
for real.
Because who doesn't want to get, like, people always say, all right, you're getting comfortable in life, you gotta change. Yeah, but when you buy your couch to put in your house, don't you want to be comfortable?
You know what I'm saying?
When you buy your bed, don't you want to be comfortable? Everything that you plan to have, you want to be comfortable in.
Yeah.
Something that you want to stay in longevity-wise, you want to be comfortable in it. You want to be comfortable in your job. You might not want to be comfortable in your position, but you want to be comfortable in your job. So if they don't feel comfortable in their structure, we gotta stop going. We gotta stop watching football because they feel this way. But I do this every Sunday. Every time the Super Bowl happened, the same time every year.
We cooking.
I know this is coming.
We cooking.
I'm telling them I gotta stop.
We cooking. We grilling.
Or
Come to the
something else
house.
happens to where you just gotta change your normal routine. That's even when people like trying to lose weight.
I gotta stop eating good for my heart to work.
It takes 14 days for somebody to break a habit. To really get in the chance of breaking a habit, let me say that.
And man, we just...
It took me like 14 years.
For real.
Still a struggle.
For real.
Because you like, man, this is good food to me. And you start tasting something different, you're like, man, it's not good. It might not be.
But I mean, we should be okay with change though.
We should.
Cause I mean, we shouldn't want everything to be comfortable. Cause when you think about it, for instance, you know, middle school, you were comfortable with that particular group of friends, with that particular girl. You got to high school, it might have been a whole different ball game. You know, your first car that you ever had, you eventually got comfortable in that car, but at some point in time, did you not want a better car? You know, you got comfortable with that particular pay that you were making at that job, but did you not end up wanting more? Did you not ever want more?
That's what I'm saying. We should be that way. Nah.
Some people just don't know there's more. Like they ain't had so much. They don't know anything more than this, and they ain't trying to go back to where they was. So they ain't about to risk the closest thing they done had to something for nothing again. Like I get that.
Well, is it that, or is it that Or I guess that is it. They're just scared.
For sure. Yeah.
They're scared of any kind of change. Are they scared of the change or are they scared of failure?
Both.
They scared, period. And when you scared, what you look for?
Some
Comfort.
Look for that. Look for that blanket. You know what I'm saying? It just.
That's some bullshit. Motherfuckers shouldn't look for comfort when they're scared. I don't know.
All I can say to you viewers is, you know what I'm saying, in conclusion of this, uncover your blanket, you know what I'm saying? Like figure out, you know what I'm saying, like what's got you scared, you know what I'm saying? If you want to make a change in something, or if you want to make a change in yourself, you know what I'm saying? Just peek your head from under the covers, you know what I'm saying? Face that scary thing, you know what I'm saying? And like acknowledge it and keep it in your head that you're gonna beat it. You know what I'm saying? That you're gonna change it. You feel me? That's the only way you're gonna see you grow.
Keep fighting through it. Keep trying different things. I mean, you might fail, but if you don't try, you'll never know if you never know what
I
could
think
do.
I'm in there watching scary movies and stuff. I hated scary movies.
Really? I
Scared.
love scary movies.
Scared. As a grown man. So I'm like, you know what? Why not just sit there and watch it? It's scaring the hell out of me. You came in the door, I almost jumped out my seat, but I wasn't gonna let nobody see it at that time.
Cause he ain't no little bitch.
I put on the show, so I can't jump
So
down
you
when
can't
somebody
jump.
walking.
You know, you can't jump.
But you just gotta get to that point.
Bro, I love scary movies.
I hate
love
them too, and I
scary
ain't gonna lie.
My best friend as a child used to watch scary movies with my daddy because he loves them. I felt bad. I'm sitting in the hallway like, that's his new son. Because I ain't there watching scary movies
Cause it's the
together.
thing, why do it if you ain't got to? You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, that's with a lot of shit. Damn, that's why. That's why we don't do a lot. Why do it if you ain't got to? You know what I'm saying? If you can still get your Jordans, you can still look good, you know what I'm saying? Where you at, you know what I'm saying? Why do some extra shit? You know, people won't do extra shit if they ain't got to. You know what I'm saying?
But why be lazy?
But
Why be comfortable? Why be comfortable?
Because it's
Why
easy.
settle?
We fuck with
Does it
easy.
not feel good to be comfortable?
Does it not feel good to be comfortable?
Mm.
Yes and no.
What you mean?
It feels good to be comfortable, yes, laying in my bed. It does. It does feel good to be comfortable in a certain environment, in a certain element in the room. You know, to walk into a room and feel comfortable. But at the same time, I guess it's just me. I've come to realize that being comfortable isn't always a great thing. You know,
But if you're
because
not comfortable,
hold
you're
up,
comfortable.
because truthfully, me being uncomfortable is how I've been able to get the most out of myself a lot of times. For instance, how I'm just speaking like this, I used to hate speaking. You know, I used to hate public speaking. I graduated with a corporate communication degree. You have no idea how many speeches I had to give throughout, you know, my whole college career or whatever. That putting me in front of people like that caused me to be uncomfortable. But at the same time, it helped elevate me. I had no choice but to grow as a person. So being comfortable, yes, it's good, but at the same time, it's bad. Because how can I know my true limits as a person if I'm not put in an uncomfortable position and figuring out a way?
But you ain't somebody like in what he was saying, you know what I'm saying? He was saying like for somebody who like they feel good in the comfort, you know what I'm saying? Like they ain't moving. You know what I'm saying? You don't feel good in the comfort.
But they don't even feel good.
If
They don't. Hold up, no, they don't. They don't. Because hold up.
That's what he's saying though. Because in your statement,
their actions are
you have to
saying.
realize it. The people who are stuck in comfort haven't realized it. So they might step away and be like, "Hey, I want to do something better and bigger." But when they see it's going to come with blowback, when it's going to come with struggle, they're like, "Do I want to struggle, or do I want to be comfortable?"
Wait, but are they really comfortable?
But
Are they comfortable?
that's what I'm saying. They choosing comfortable over struggle because when you said that, you said you had to become uncomfortable. You had to go through some things.
Wait, but are they truly comfortable?
Yeah.
Because if you are comfortable and you're comfortable within yourself, shouldn't you be okay with being uncomfortable?
No, that's not comfortable.
All right, nah, hold on. No. But like, think about it. If you are comfortable with who you are, should you not be okay? For instance, some people feel weird when, say, you're the only black in the room. If you are comfortable with yourself, should you not still feel okay with being the only black in the room?
That's
If you
with yourself.
if you are comfortable, right? If you are comfortable and you stay in an urban area, should you not be okay with spending all your money in the urban area instead of going outside of your community and letting the money go elsewhere? Like, should you not?
Come to that realization, because if in that same vein, if you thinking that and you saying, but every time I come here, I gotta go through this struggle to do this, as opposed to when I do that, even though I'm thinking to myself, yes, this would be better, and this would better me. What is easier and what feels good and has less resistance, which is the comfort part of it, is to do this. And that's what they go through. Because, I mean, it's hard to swim upstream. It's hard to fight that stuff. And some people aren't ready to deal with it. That's why they go back to comfort. They might not they might not feel the best. But at that time, that's what feels the best to them. They might be looking at it like, I can do better, but doing better is going to cause me to fight, and I don't want to fight.
So pretty much what I'm getting from all this shit is people can only be as comfortable as they can with what they got. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody might be living in the hood, you know what I'm saying, but they might not feel comfortable going to the grocery store because they got robbed on some shit, so they want to go to the one over here. And they ain't really got no money like to be put back into shit because they just ain't got enough bread. They got enough bread to, like, you know, buy what they can. So, like, you know, they just ain't got more than what they've been able to work for to be comfortable with. So they can only be like comfortable with what they got. So, like, sometimes, because like with yourself, like being comfortable with yourself and your situation, like that's two different.
You're right.
Because your point valid, but like, yeah, just being comfortable with yourself in a situation.
But when you think about everything that we said, are people ever truly comfortable, or are people just being?
And that's why people don't want to move from that, because just like we see all of these moguls and everything, the people making the most money, they're kind of not the happiest people. They might show you
that's always the case.
That's what I'm saying. So some people can see it and be like, hey man, I can be stressing myself out, I can work to get to this, but I come home and even though I ain't got the biggest place, we sitting laughing and chilling. I got family around me, I got friends around me. These people I see every day, they good, they healthy. I could just push all this away and try and be the best me I could be, but where's that gonna leave that person who's already in that mind state of, nah, this is what I want. Years later they might be like, okay, nah, it's time to switch it up. But that's the comfort thing. At that moment they're gonna be like, yeah, this is it. This is all I need right now.
I mean, go ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
But that kind of goes back to us as kids, though. You know, like, I feel like kids are more comfortable than adults.
Fuck yeah, they innocent.
They're innocent, but at the same time, they don't worry as much.
They don't have nothing to worry about.
No, you're right. They don't.
I understand.
No. They don't have nothing to worry about, but could it also be the love that you receive as a child compared to the love you receive as an adult?
For sure.
There ain't no love when you're an adult.
Hell no, ain't
no.
The internet ruthless.
The internet is fucking ruthless. But why is there not any love? Should it not be love? Wait, hold up. Let me finish. Why is there not any love? Shouldn't it be love? When you for instance, we're brothers. You know what I mean? We all love each other. When you come around us, do you not feel loved?
Yeah.
So how is there not any love?
But that's why you have loved ones. We talking about the world.
Okay.
No.
But
Because I don't need love. Like I got that love, like you said. That's what the parents and adults are there for. To give them kids that space to where they don't have to worry about stuff.
And to fit because keep them in that bubble to protect
like
them.
we were just talking about earlier. Yes, these things that people keep hitting us up about piss us off. Like it's like, dang, y'all know somebody else who can do this stuff? I'm the only one.
I'm still getting text messages.
I know. But it's because you are strong enough to handle it. That these other people around you who might be around in your same area, the reason they not asking them people,
because they can't do it.
They looking at them like they wobbly with that weight on their back. I done seen these people carry that weight up the mountain, come back down, pick up some more weight, go back up there.
Yeah, that's a valid point. But does that go back to that love?
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Because go ahead, my bad.
If I know this is what I'm here for, I don't need you to show me that same type of love that I need to give you to know that you can get to this point.
For sure.
I've gotten there.
But I'm saying, for those who might seem wobbly, the wobbly legs, it goes back to what we were saying with basketball and helping other people. Why not give that love to that person and let them know, like, hey, you can be great. You can do this. Why don't we install that confidence in them people?
I'm not saying not to.
No, but I'm saying, like, that's why we don't. That goes back to being the kids. The kids, when you were a child, they encouraged you. They told you could do great things. They told you could be whatever you wanted to. You know, the people was around you, showing you love, giving you hugs and all this every time they saw you. When you become an adult, especially a man in today's society, it's like that's a foreign language. Like, what's a hug? I mean, like, let's be honest. Like,
culturally speaking, that's just what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cute when you're a kid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, NBA, all that other shit. Yeah, they a kid. Let them do that shit. But then when it comes down to like, all right, now you getting older, now you 18, now I gotta kick you out. Like that tradition type shit. That's kind of like forced to some people to get older, and then like the fact that some kids literally like they couldn't afford no innocence. They had to know what the fuck was going on in order to eat. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah. There's different situations to it, but it go back to like what how G said, ain't no love in the world, just period, because people understand as adults, like, if you ain't got it as an adult, ain't nobody just gonna like
give it to you.
You know what I'm saying? But as a kid, like, they understand you can't really fend for yourself, you know what I'm saying? But when you start being able to fend for yourself, then it's like, alright.
But don't we have, but us as adults, do we not have that choice? Goes back to something we talked about not so long ago. That choice to give that love.
Okay. Then we gotta back up to the love point. When I say there ain't no love, it's not romantic love that I'm talking about.
Yeah, for sure.
Or family love, because that is something totally different.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about ain't no love is your coworker not gonna love you the same way your family loves you.
Hell no.
But this business owner not gonna love you the same way your family loves you. So it's not gonna be helps and advances. You got to get out there and get it. And the people we talking about with the wobbly legs might see it. And even if they are getting the love from their family, this isn't enough to pick them up.
Yeah.
Like it's a realization.
People get intimidated.
You gotta realize it, and it might take time.
I mean, yeah, but if you are receiving that right love from your family, shouldn't you still be okay?
No, because people, like, they go back to this book I'm reading. I'm sure people have heard about 5 love languages and shit. You might be telling me that you give a fuck about me, but if I don't know if I ain't familiar with that being your way of telling me that, I don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? Like parents, for instance, like, you know, some dads might be like, man, I ain't getting no hug, I ain't getting my son no hug type shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, get up in
that tough love.
You know what I'm saying? Tough love shit. That might be their way of like, look, bro, I was really just trying to show you, you know, how shit would really be. Like, I was trying to get you to understand. You need to think for yourself. Like if that's explained, then people will be like, oh, you did give a fuck about me. You know what I'm saying? But when it's not explained, people just take the shit like it be that cancer. Like when your coworker, like a coworker might not necessarily be that person to love you like your family would. You know what I'm saying? And so like a coworker could like if the world was that transparent, coworker would be like, look, I ain't the one for like to be like real family buddy with my coworkers. I'm literally just here to work and go about my business. You know what I'm saying? If people said that, I think there'd be less disappointments in that example. But in conclusion, people need to talk.
But yes, that's what I was about to say. If you think people actually explained everything, do you believe that we wouldn't have some of the things that we're talking? We have some of the problems we're talking about now. People wouldn't be able to feel that love. People probably wouldn't have as many mental illness.
Yeah, for sure. If it was accepted to express yourself, because a lot of people some people just don't. There ain't a lot of people that can just accept somebody for literally being who the fuck they are and all. You know what I'm saying? And for whatever reason, they just can't. Anybody out there, like if you need somebody to talk to, holler at me. I ain't gonna judge you. You are who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like the world needs you to be who you are. You feel me? So like if we all understood that shit, then I think we'd be able to talk about it. But I don't think we understand that we need people to be who they are, because that's what they were assigned to do. You know what I'm saying? Like we need people to do that shit.
For me, it's less of love and more of communication.
For sure.
Because love I expect to come from my family or my loved ones that I have brought close enough to me to love.
Yeah.
But just like when you're talking about coworkers and stuff, people think when you come up and have a casual conversation, now we're supposed to be best friends. We gotta go out to drink on the weekends and stuff like that. No, it's to be cordial and to break down walls so I know I can come talk to you about a problem at work that I have.
That's
I don't want to come tell you about the problem I got at home.
No, respect
I want to tell you the AC went out.
You know what I'm saying?
I just want to know that if I come up to your desk and I'm like, hey, let's go over this account, you're not going to be like, I don't never mess up nothing. What?
I didn't even talk.
Nobody make mistakes. That's what we finna do. I get you been working here a long time.
We ain't about to do that shit.
Come on.
Yeah.
Like we gotta work together. That's the whole reason we was hired together.
Yeah. And just for the record, our AC did not go out. That was just an example.
I'm about to say we're not necessarily talking about one.
We're not talking about our stuff in general
situations.
Man, but now I agree though. I think it does come back down to communication. I think we all hit some valid points, and hopefully, like everything that we said, the viewers can actually take something away from that.
If you got more points, you can just comment, put them down there. We'll come holler at you. Tell you.
Yeah, like
how we feel about it.
Should have sent some of the important topics that stood out to you. You know what I'm saying? Let us know if we could touch on any more. You know what I'm saying? Get a little bit more in depth, or if you got something to say about some of the topics.
I mean, or even if you want to possibly be featured on the Quest podcast, man, make sure you hit us up. Let us know how we can help you tell everybody about your quest.
You know what I'm saying?
I think I worded that all right. I think I did.
We want to hear your experiences here on the Quest podcast. This is Retro Rew.
Look the point, don't you?
Bro, I feel like I'm a news anchor when I do that.
He does it like a news anchor.
Like
This is Retro Rew. And
I love when people get them points where they're using more fingers. Let me tell you something.
Hey, wait, wasn't it a movie? The Anchor or something like that?
The Anchorman?
I don't know. I never
Good
seen
morning, afternoon, evening, and good night, America. This is Retro Rew.
Scotch.
This is Retro Rew, and this is the Quest podcast, and we're reporting to you live in Houston, Texas.
Why are you doing your voice like that? And technically, it's not live.
I mean, we're live in this point in time. You know what I'm saying? Tell them who you are, Neezo.
Tell them who you are, Neezo. I think he did it for you. You know what I'm saying? So,
Let's be there, Rue.
And back to you.
Gotta get up and get it, I got some funds to approach. Big dog off the chain, can't stay on the poach. I'ma get what I deserve, I've been working the most. It's around the corner, I feel like I'm close. I don't need no navigation, just a Pandora station. I use my spirit as my compass, deviating location. I'm checking geographics, I buried many hatches. If you ever sleeping on me, hope you're down on your mattress. Had some nights and no rest, but nevertheless I'm still blessed. I use the powers of my prayers to overcome being stressed. I was working with less, like my name Mr. Rogers, taking trophies from opponents like the Stros did the Dodgers.